Welcome to Stampin' with Cheryl. Tonight we're going to make this cute card with the sand dollars and just a few little things. Doesn't take very long to make this card at all. We'll be featuring the Seaside Wishes stamp set, the embossing folder, and I hope you will join me. So tonight's video is going to be pretty short and sweet, but I wanted to try some new products that I got in the mail over the weekend. So the first thing that you want to do is start with your pool party cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored at 5 1/2. And I've used my bone folder to burnish that down. So the next thing I did was I saw this technique on Simon Says Stamp. And so this technique is I have a piece of white cardstock that's cut to fit my front. And then I use the Seaside Wishes embossing folder. And I embossed that white piece of paper. And this is the embossed side here actually. So I turned it over for the debossed side. And then I took my black Memento ink and I just ran it back and forth across my paper so that it would pick up all of that great texture and stuff. So remember, this is the debossed side. If you do it on the bossed side, it's going to pick up the part that's up off the paper. That's what's going to pick up the color. And I wanted the background to pick up most of the color. So that's what I did to get this design. So we're going to glue that on top of our cardstock. I do have a new toy that is not from, from Stampin' Up. It is the glue press that everyone has been talking about, and I do like it. It is a very light touch. They are honest about that, about how much to squeeze to get the glue out. It is very easy to do. It doesn't take much strength at all to push that, and the glue just flows out great. All right, so then we are going to put this down on our card base. There we go. Then I took a piece of white cardstock, and it is 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, I believe. Yes. And I cut that out, and then I stamped it with the Seaside Wishes stamp set. It says, sometimes the simplest things mean the most. This stamp set also has, you absolutely made my day. Your friendship is the best gift. Love you. And it's got the sand dollars and the starfish and all these little pebbles. We're going to do some more with that in a minute. Now, this set, you can also get the, where did it go? Stamp, cut, and emboss. So not only do you get the embossing folder, but you get the dies. You can get the dies too. So these are the dies that come with it. Now, I'm not actually using the dies tonight, but I wanted you to see them because it cuts out, you know, the sand dollars and the starfish and some seaweed or grasses if you wanted to do that. I'll probably be doing that in another card, but just not tonight. So I stamped that, and I'm going to pop it up off of there with some of my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Since it's a smaller one, I'm going to use those. And then just peel those right off. Sorry, I hesitated there for a second. For a half a second, I thought I had not pushed the record button, but I see I did. Thank goodness. Now, you could do this technique. The one I saw used some flowers that were kind of around the outside, and she used, I believe it was a I think it was called Sea Glass, but it was kind of a bluey green color. And that stood out from the paper. So you could try different colored paper. You don't have to do white. You could do different colors to make them shine through, but I just thought the white would look pretty with the sand dollars. Then I'm just going to put my sentiment right here. And then I thought I would add a little bit of bling. I wanted to bring in a little bit of color there. I did not have any gems from Stampin' Up that were that color, so I just grabbed some from my stash that were from somewhere else. These are actually from, I don't know, these are enamel dots from Craft Consortium. I either bought these, I think I bought these at a crop I was at. All right, get my little tool and grab up a gem. I'm going to put one right there. Take another one. Whoops. Take another one and put right there. And then I'll take, just want one more. Whoops, those two stuck together. And I think I'll put the third one right there. Okay. I think that's good. Do I want any? No, I don't want any of the white ones on there. I think we've got enough. So just a few of those little colors on there to give it a little pop of color in there. And then the other thing that I want to do is, you know, I'm always talking about make sure you do something to the inside of your card. So we're going to do that together tonight. I'm going to leave it blank as far as any kind of a greeting or anything like that, because I'm not sure who I'm sending it to exactly. So I am going to use some starfish. So I'm going to take the big starfish, and I'm actually going to use wild wheat. This again is from the Seaside Wishes stamp set. So I'm going to open up the wild wheat. Let me get my stamp on here. And we'll just ink that up. And I'm not gonna stamp the whole thing on there. I'm just gonna kind of stamp off of it. Kind of like that. There we go. And then I think I'll do another one right up here. There we go. And then I will clean these off camera. I use a chamois. If y'all haven't had the chamois, looks like this. Wet it, gets really soft, and you just can clean off your stamps. But in the interest of time, I will do that later. And then I'm going to take these little tiny, I don't know if they're supposed to be pebbles or what they are, but bubbles, whatever. And I'm going to put some of them around as well. And I think I'm going to do that in some pebbled path. So this is the pebbled path stamp. And I'll just take that and stamp it up. Oh, see what I just did? Don't want to do that. I smudged it in there. I totally did it on the wrong side for one thing. I was not paying attention. Let me grab a different rag from over here. I was not paying attention. Okay, here we go. Now, we've got the pebbled path, and we're just gonna dab those on there. Yeah, that's what I want. And we're gonna put a few right there, a few right there. Do some right up this way, a few here, there. Maybe we'll do just a few along this way. There we go. Do you want anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all it needs. And then that still gives me room to write a sentiment or something. So that really is all of our card for tonight. That was, like I said, very quick, very fast. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.